Alrighty, I think I am live, even though YouTube hasn't told me they are yet, but I believe we are. Let me check one setting really quick here just to make sure. Okay, no email yet. Let me just make sure I have it set to public here. I thought I clicked it, but you never know. Yeah, it says public, so we are good. So we are live, I believe, and welcome everybody to a special Saturday night session where I'm jumping back on just to finish up one donation and 3 free readings that I did not get to in this earlier session. You'll notice there's no chat because I'm not I'm not accepting new requests. So if you're looking for a reading, I will be back tomorrow. I'll post an announcement. I'll create the session at like 10 a.m. So you can jump in and put your request in there anywhere between around 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And as long as you put it out there, you will get a reading sometime that day. Sundays are special where I always come back on to finish those. I just had so few left that I didn't want to leave 3 people hanging on those free readings when everyone else got theirs. So I'm going to include those. But first, I do have one donation, and thank you, Father Stable, for your patience in getting to your reading. So we'll give you your general reading, and then the 3 people will be in this order. It will be Ghazanfar Hassan. Apologies if I totally mispronounced that. Then Nadine D, and then Yadu Agarwal. Again, apologies if I mispronounced that. And we'll do that. Well, actually, Yadu, you just said hello, but I'll do a general reading for you too, since I feel like you wanted something. So if you did, Spirit will know. All right. So let's jump in. So Father Stable, thank you for your 2 donations there. And let's take a look and see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? So let's do here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay, so you got 2, 2, and 1, and then 2 again. And I feel like they want this one here, but not that one. Anything else? Okay. And then I feel like this one, that's like underlying energy. Let me move some stuff out of the way here because they are going in here. And then these 2. All right. Let's see what we have happening here for you. Now, the bottom of the deck, you start off here with the 6 of arrows, the 6 of swords. It's a transformation card. It's, letting go of some old ways of thinking to move to new ways of thinking. And because of this change of thinking, it takes us from a place of rough waters to calmer waters. It's transition, because when mindsets change, they can make their way out into the physical world, which makes us change locations, change relationships, change jobs. It ignites change in the outside world. And I feel like they're saying that you've been having some of these transformations, letting some old ways of thinking go. That's opening up some new horizons for you. And we'll take a look here and see what we have coming in. That's the underlying energy. And then up first here, yeah, you've got the 10 of arrows, which is the 10 of swords, and the ace of vessels, which is the ace of cups. A 10 and an ace, endings and beginnings. 10 of swords normally has like someone laying down, their face on the ground, although these swords stuck in their back. But it is this energy of, I'm sick and tired of just trying to live up to everyone's expectations and feeling disappointed and feeling like a disappointment. And the Ace of Cups is this pursuit of your own heart. And so this makes sense with transition and stuff. You're just tired of those old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be, and whatever area or areas of this life that it's just been feeling like you've been confined and restricted. And there's this, your heart is expanding, your self-love is expanding, and you're allowing yourself to make choices from your heart instead of all these stories and opinions that have been poured into your head over time. So I like this expression of your heart. It's like you're feeling this desire and nudge to follow your joy and follow your heart and see where it leads. And I like this change for you. You have the Three of Stones, the Three of Pentacles. This is a card about being true to your authentic self and expressing yourself. And it's a great reminder that, we have a lot of naysayers that can be in our lives of people who are insecure in themselves. And so they will always find something wrong with what you're wanting to do. And we know those. We put those outside of our circle and go, naysayers, you get to naysay out there, not in this inner circle. Um, and then the other thing about, normally it's like someone creating something, there's two people watching. One's the one critic, the other one is the supporter going, so proud of you. I'm excited to see what you do. And then out of just love and without any low vibration intention, they go, have you ever thought of doing it this way? Just as an idea. They don't care if you do it or not, but are human. We don't want these supporters. We like the support. We don't want them to join the naysayers. So the person who supports us is more likely to pull us off our course, even unknowingly, without any intentions to do so. So this Three of Pentacles is a reminder to stay true to your authentic self, both the naysayers and the praisers. It's like, um, silence those within you and pursue your heart, pursue your joy in your own unique way. So I like this energy, and it feels like there is this transformation and this nudge of, eventually sometimes we are like, um, we sometimes have fears, right? In the beginning of, no, if we express ourselves, we're going to get rejected. So our fears outweigh the ugly feeling of not being true to ourselves, and so we don't act. But eventually, that ugly feeling of not being true to ourselves outweighs our fears, and that's when we take action and we move forward. Right? I feel like that's kind of where you're at, or that you're on the verge of. Yeah, and you have the Devil card, the Guardian. This is Saturn, Capricorn energy. They're the shaker and the rattler of long held beliefs. Again, all that thinking, like the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Arrows, which is all these supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's, all these opinions we were given all our life on the story of what something is supposed to be. So, all those words like supposed to, and should, and need to, and have to, must, these expectations that are rooted in the small t truths, rooted in fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of what people will think, blah, 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 right? But this is the shaking and the rattling of the cage, because if you've ever heard of a Saturn return in astrology, it's where Saturn returns. It takes 28 to 29 years to return to the exact degree and sign it was when we were born. And it makes, it takes 28 or 29 years for Saturn to go around the sun. And we start feeling it 3 to 5 years before and after that. So it can be anywhere from 23, 24 years old, all the way up to 34 years old. It can be this long period of time where the first time around in that period, we get shaken. Our long held beliefs, that what we learned from our tribe and our family and society, we question. And whatever we don't transform and that's not shaken, the next time we come around, then we question those things. But a lot of times it's witnessing other people go through it instead of us going through it. We learn from observation the second Saturn return around. So depending on where you're at and all that, you are learning a lot about this shaking and letting go of long held beliefs that have keeping you caged. And this is that freedom again that's coming forward. It's a very clear message here. Yeah. So yeah, you have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Page of Vessels, the Nine of Vessels is like a dream come true, this feeling of fullness and wholeness. And the Page of Cups, again, is this happiness. And this is the clarity around what a dream come true. I feel like in the theme that's happening here, it's you know, when we wake up in the morning and going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. We realize it's not our dream. It's a dream we took on from other people growing up, and we didn't know any better. We're just like, okay, this is my dream. And then we live this dream, and then we're like, there's like no energy, no motivation. It becomes a burden. That's not our dream. That's again someone else's opinion of a dream that was given to us that we took on, but now we don't have to keep that anymore. This is all of this energy of the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups is all about closing our eyes and going into our heart and finding out what our high heart is saying is our true dream come true. What is it that I want to do? Where is it that I want to head? Um, and what makes my heart sing? How do I uniquely want to express this passion and love in my heart with the world in my own special, unique way, not in the cage, you know, and being a slave to someone else's dream. So this is this new birthing of this for you. I love that. And then you have the Page of Stones, the Page of Pentacles, new opportunities, heightened opportunities open in the outside world because of this. So you're changing direction, you're changing what you're wanting to do, and there is opportunity that opens up when you do this. And it does talk about abundance and not to worry about money and that, well, if I pursue my dream, I'm not going to make the money I did before. That's all right. You'll have what you need, and you might clear things away that don't matter anymore because you're like, I don't need this big house and this big car and this and that and that. I can downsize. If I can live my dream, I'm totally cool with getting rid of this and that and that and not spending all this money on all this other stuff. If I can live my dream, I'm fine with this, and that's kind of where I feel you're at. And then your last two cards here. Yeah, you have the King of Stones, King of Pentacles, which is about abundance and about fullness of life, and the Knight of Arrows, Knight of Swords, which is about movement and clarity around what abundance means to you, not what abundance has been brainwashed into what it means, all this long list of like I said, home, money, body, partnerships, relationships, blah, 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 all this stuff that if you have all this, it means you're successful. And you're like, well, that's what they say, but what do I say? And this is that return to clarity of what story do I want to put around what success means? Because that's what matters. It's your life that you're living. And then you have the Nine of Bows, the Nine of Wands. I like this, that they call it respect, but it's the boundaries that have held you back before because of all this change. You're stepping into your power. The Nine of Wands, if you can imagine, like walking down a canyon and you're reaching this point and you can't get around it. It's the fence with nine huge staves, right? And you're like, I can't get through this. I can't get over it. Can't climb up the walls. I have to go backward, but I want to go forward. Well, one of the staves is glowing, and you're like, what is this? You reach out for it and you grab onto it. This is your staff, your wizard's staff, your power, your giant magic wand. And it's like, well, your energy, what you invest, what you put forward is what allows you. And you're the only one that's been holding yourself back by these beliefs, right? And when you take that wand, it opens up a space that you can walk through this barrier that's been holding you back. And you realize stepping into your power is what is allowing you to step through this rather than feeling like you're at the whim of the outside world. So there's this big transformation that happens here and it allows you to move through this. So I love this for you. And then you also get a fortune cookie, the Affirminators. So let me give that to you here as well. Let me just put these cards back in here real quick. And let's see what we got here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So let's see what your final message is here. So what else? For Father Stable. All right. You get two. Boom, boom. So your first one is engagement. And it says, today I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and I'll talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. I like this. This is that energy of doing things different, right? So perfect for what you just had. And then you have a bonus card, which all of that pentacles, it talks about abundance here. You can't make this up. It says, congratulations. It seems you're due for a little, and then a little is scratched out, and it says, an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well deserved metaphorical dessert. Wow. So I love this. Doing things differently in abundance were the two themes of your reading that you don't have to worry about it because you will feel the abundance of life still pursuing your dream. So I love that for you, Father. So thank you again for your donations and many blessings to you. All right. And then Gazanfar Hassan, your free reading is up. You want to know, is Myra ever reaching out to Hamad? Ever? All right. Let's take based on current energies. Of course, people change and the futures alter depending on people's choices moment to moment, right? So we'll tap into the current energies on where things are headed. All right. Will they ever? Well, we got two cards. Let's take a look here. So, we've got this death card, death and rebirth, and the Six of Pentacles, which is my codependency awareness card that comes in here. I don't feel like, based on current energies, that they feel like they would reach out because they do feel this, um, and this could or could not do with Hamad's actions themselves. But there's this long held belief that um, Myra had when they were young. It's usually 7 years old and younger, where she has a really an out of balance giving and receiving, where she has this belief she has to give so much to receive so little. And um, there's just this cycle and pattern that she's had growing up. And so her perception is that she would have to give too much to receive too little from Hamad. But this is all her perception that she already had within her before she even met them. So, it would have to be an end to that cycle that they would have. And currently, they're still stuck in that cycle. So that's, I don't feel like they would reach out because they're still stuck in those belief systems that they had growing up. And which kind of, if you look at it's worthiness, not feeling a high esteem because of what they grew up with. And so their inner child, even if they consciously think they're desire or worthy of receiving those things, the inner child's like, nope, keeps up force fields. So that's why I feel like they wouldn't, at least based on current energies. So I'm sorry. That's what they have. So hang in there, you guys. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Nadine, hello, hello. Thank you for your patience getting to your reading. So I hope everyone is doing well. You'd love a general. Absolutely. So let's take a look here. So, general reading for Nadine. What do you want Nadine to know right now? All right. So you got 3 cards that popped up here. All right. I love these. It really, okay. So first of all, you have the 6 of Swords. We just talked about this here in Father's reading, but this is about leaving behind old ways of thinking, old small t truths rooted in fear, and moving in seeing things from a higher perspective, and it's bringing in this transformation, this change of energy. You got the Ace of Swords, which is the gift, that helps you see things from a higher perspective. It helps you identify and gain a lot of clarity around what you truly want in your life. And you even have the Three of Pentacles, which is all about being true to your authentic self. So I feel like right now there's a big shaking up going on in your life where you're realizing what it is you truly want to be, who it is you truly want to be, what you truly want to do. And there's a lot of clarity coming in. And some of it is with uh, this realization of just what's not bringing you fulfillment. And you're just like, why do I want this again? And I like this because it is this, I just can't take it anymore of trying to be what everyone else wants me to be. I got to be me. So I'm leaving some old ways of thinking behind and I'm moving in a different direction. And with this, all of this change of mind set with all these arrows, with these swords, it is about uh, a change that starts on the inside that makes its way to the outside world and transition, whether it's you moving somewhere or leaving a job, a relationship, friendships, whatever. It just feels like you're ready for some spring cleaning in your life and getting rid of stuff that no longer aligns with your energy because you've evolved and you've released a lot of things in your life that were standing in the way between you and expressing your true authentic self. Hopefully that makes sense. But I love this for you and it's very supported. So there you go. That's what they have for you, Nadine. So many blessings to you. And then lastly, but not leastly, so Yadu, even though you just said hi, for some reason I was like, you want a reading? And so I'm going to give you a reading. So hopefully you see this. Well, I mean, if it's meant for you to see it, you'll see it, of course. So let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? What is on your mind? What do you need advice on? So you've got the Four of Stones, the Four of Pentacles, which represents security and home, and think of four walls in the physical world. And you've got the Great Bear, which is the Judgment card, which is your higher self. It's like the calling. And it's like they're calling you to leave this and go in here and go on this adventure. And so you're being called away from where you're currently at in the physical world. So if you're wondering, like, why am I being drawn to go overseas or to move to a different city or change jobs or even just move homes? Um, it's all this nudge. It's this pulling from your higher self, drawing you into something that's more in alignment with what your soul wants for your life and what your heart desires for your life. So I feel like a big energy of discomfort, of not feeling at home where you're at anymore. And so you're being drawn somewhere else. You're not running from something, you're being drawn somewhere. And I really feel like Spirit is encouraging you to follow that because it's them, it's your higher self that's going, yep, let's go. We got stuff to do. There's an adventure that's awaiting for you there. So hopefully that helps with whatever is going on in your life right now. But maybe it'll help you understand the energies of the unsettlement. And it's not other people and all that. It's your energy is drawing you somewhere else. And so you're kind of almost being repelled in a way out because it's time for movement. So but they won't repel you out, they're drawing you more, but it kind of feels like you're like, I got to get out of here. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Yadu. And thank you guys so much for your patience and waiting for your readings. I'll be back tomorrow from 11 to 1 p.m. I'll be posting the session at 10 a.m. So if you want to throw any questions in there, I'll make sure you get messages by the end of the day tomorrow. Sundays are special that way. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, we get together during the week. I have two levels. What are they? They are Zen Cricket at $2.99 and Praying Mantis at $7.99. We get both groups together on Wednesday night. Thursday night, and that's for a couple hours at least. Thursday night is a special night just for Praying Mantis for a couple hours. And then Friday and Saturday evenings and Sunday afternoon, we also have about an hour together. Um, so if you're interested in joining, there's a link down in the description box. Sorry, I'm so close to the microphone for that. And then I also offer personal readings, and I have a sale right now for the month of February. Crazy Zen Super Sale. All that information is also down in the description box of the video if you're interested in a personal reading. What else? What else? And I have a ton of free content on my main page. If you go to my main page at the very top, there's a new playlist saying new for 2025. Got a lot of playlists around new moon, full moon, the sun changing signs. We've got equinox, solstice readings. I've got quest. I got weekly Zen bites. What else? Yearly forecast for 2025 for each individual zodiac sign. All that's towards the top of that. So if you're interested in more free content, it's all out there for you. So, all right, everybody, that's it. Remember, as we're going through this adventure, every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. And remember, have fun. We'll see you soon.